Hi everyone, welcome to School of Scarlett. Today I have another message for you here early in the morning. So I just got back from dropping my daughter off at school and something just happened that really triggered a message to come through. So I want to share that with you here today before it leaves me or the energy leaves me. Although I am feeling a little bit tired in a way. I'm one of those people that wakes up kind of tired and I don't really get going till around 10 in the morning. So I get up and I'm one of those moms too that kind of goes to school in the comfy pants and like a t-shirt. So I just got my t-shirt on and it's a little cool out here. I decided to make the video out here drinking my coffee because it's really nice outside. So I put my robe on, but I'm one of those moms that kind of just rolls out of bed. But anyhow, this morning I was driving my daughter to school and there's a big road that we have to turn on when we get out of like our little neighborhood, you could call it. And we have to turn left on there and the cars are coming about 50-60 miles per hour pretty fast down this big road. And so this morning it was extremely foggy, like really foggy here. It's been foggy for the last couple days. And as I was going to go turn left, it really seemed to me that the road was clear. I didn't see anything at all. And as I go to turn, I almost get hit by another vehicle. And what I noticed was that vehicle didn't have their lights on. So it pretty much made that vehicle look invisible. So today's message really came strong at that moment. My adrenaline was going. I felt like I was going to be hit. Thankfully, that didn't happen. I was able to see the vehicle as I came up closer and really got out of, didn't go as far as I was going to go and turn. So I was able to save myself from that situation. But today's message came through and it's really about shining our light. So fog can really kind of symbolize to us basically anything that's in the way of us seeing clearly. Let's say confusion, let's say just uncertainty of the future, or anything that may be happening in your life. And you can kind of comment down below what that might be, but fog really symbolizes that kind of unclarity where we're not seeing things clearly. It's just foggy. So with it being foggy like that, one of the things that we really have to do, and we're being called to do through this message, is to amp up our energy, to turn on our light. So we all have an inner light within us, and oftentimes our inner light, it gets dimmed by some of these things that are foggy, like confusion, like uncertainty, like anything that we can come up with that in our lives that is bringing that unclarity. So that light begins to kind of dim. And the problem with dimming our light is if we dim our light, others can't see us and we can't see ourselves. It becomes kind of like we get lost in the world. And that's what that was kind of symbolizing to me when I couldn't see that car. That car literally became almost invisible. So if we're not turning on our light or, amping up our light, we're really going to become very passive in our own lives. We're going to miss opportunities. We're going to miss being seen or even helping others to see us, because sometimes we have to be the light for someone else. There may be people in your life, like your children, your family, maybe your coworkers, that you're kind of their light in some way. You have to kind of guide them in some way still. Maybe they're, like I say, children, or people that are really having a hard time right now. But if you don't shine your light, if you dim your light, if you don't even turn on your light, you're not going to be seen. You're not going to be able to show the way for others. It's going to become kind of dangerous for you and others. So I want to encourage you today to really amp up the energy. That's something that really came through in those words today. For me, a lot of times I get kind of these messages coming through, and for me it's called amp up the energy. And it's been coming through not just today. It came through yesterday as well. Sometimes we get up in the morning, just like I say, I don't have a lot of energy myself in the mornings. And when we get up in the morning, sometimes we don't feel like getting up all the way. And sometimes for some people, and even for myself, it can last throughout the day. And that's when we really have to stop ourselves and ask ourselves, did we turn on our light? Because turning on our light is our own responsibility. Just like that other driver, he really had the other responsibility to turn on his fog lights, just like I have the responsibility to turn on my lights. And if we don't turn them on, what's going to happen? We're going to be unseen and things are going to get lost and murky in our lives. Whereas if we turn them on, we can continue on, we can move forward in safety, and we can continue on with our lives, shining the light and being able to see more clearly what's happening in front of us. It may not take the fog all the way away. You may still have to see the fog, but you'll be able to see the next step. You'll be able to see a little bit ahead of yourself, just like with the fog lights. You can see a little bit. It may not be that you can see everything, but you have a responsibility to turn that light on for yourself and for others. And so as I was on my way back from dropping off my daughter from school, her school is kind of far away. We live really in a very rural area, and her school is actually like 30 minutes away. So let me take a little bit of my chai tea. It's just so good. But anyhow, so on the way back, some time had passed, and as you can see, it's not very foggy anymore. So what happened was the light came through, the sun came through, the sun came up, and just like the sun comes up every morning, we need to come up every morning. We need to shine our sunshine, our light every day. So what I noticed about looking at that sun was that sun was clearing away the fog. So everywhere that sun was shining down at, where you could see the rays, the fog was clearing and it was going away. So oftentimes in life, we'll find that we do have fog in our life. We are not seeing things clearly, or things are kind of getting murky and messed up or confusing, or, you know, there's distractions or something happening. But if we just give ourselves a little bit of time, the light will shine again. And it's not always that, you know, we have to put a whole lot of work into it. There is another experience of life. There is the sun, there is the collective, there is everything around us that is also supporting us. So if we just allow for us to just take that personal responsibility and just turn on our fog lights, even if it only shines, you know, the next step ahead of us, the rest of everything will be taken care of. The sun will come up and it will actually clear the way of all of that fog. So by the time I came home and parked my car, as you can see, it's not foggy anymore. It's clear. So this is just a message for you today to encourage you to turn on your own light, to amp up that energy. This is the time to do that, to really raise our vibrations, to really go out there and do the things, because you are the light, my love. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this message, give me a thumbs up, a heart, comment down below. It really helps to get my channel out there, and it's an easy and free way to support my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next video. I love you all.